Hello there and welcome to Frankie's DIY Life. I'm Frankie. This is my life. So I bought these at a thrift store and I seen them on, I think maybe it was Pinterest or Etsy. And I think they were Temu, or I seen them on one of them. Anyway, it was, I think they were like $25. I seen these at a little consignment store, thrift store. And they were $8. Now, I don't normally give that much for what I'm redoing and stuff, but since I had seen them, I knew they were new, and so I wanted to, I wanted to wear them. But when I got home and I put them on, of course, badonkey donk's too big, too tight across my hips, but I still like them and I'm going to wear them. Well, here's my plan. I'm going to take this material right here and I am going to cut these sides out. Cut me a strip about yay long, however the yay long is. Anyway, I am going to take this ribbon off right through here and I'm going to add that strip all the way down on both sides. And then I'm going to take another piece of this, the length of the straps that's on here, and take these off and add that so that way it'll blend together. Also, my plan, you know, I always have a plan, but you know, whether they work out or not, they usually get critiqued. I have cut out some of these, well, cut out a bunch. I cut out some of these flowers and stuff out of there. And I am going to place these on. Let me pull the camera down so you can see. I'm going to place these on here in places. And then I'm going to take me a piece of this. I'm going to make me a pocket out of this as well. So this right here is just going to be blended in with the rest of it. And since I'm going to change this out right here, it's going to all flow together. So that's my plan. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this binding off right here. And I got me this little handy dandy nice thread seam ripper. And I like it because it's got that great big handle on it. It's not those little bitty ones. So with my arthritis and stuff, it helps me hang on. So I'm going to take this off and then cut me a piece out of here, and we'll do this first. Well, we'll take this off, and then I'm going to cut it down the sides. Okay, one down, one to go. Here's my other seam ripper, and there's my thick one. So that sort of fits your hand pretty good. I just got that at Walmart. Well, actually, I got both of them at Walmart. Let me get the other one off. So just in case you're not familiar with the seam ripper, which I'm sure most of you are, but if you could get that little going with this little tip right here, one or two little stitches, then you stick this side with the little red ball, the side with the little red ball, stick it inside there, and it's all you can do, you just go down through there and it just rips it right out. So just a tip. Okay, so since I got these off at the top, already got them undone, I'm going to cut this seam all the way to the top. And since the pockets are in the front, so I don't have to worry about a pocket on the side here. They are in the front right here. So I'm going to cut this up the middle. Okay, so this is the back. And so I've sort of got it laid out like I think I might like it. I'm going to pin it on, and I'm going to start sewing all of these on. And then I'll do the front, and then we'll work on the sides and the straps. So I've cut me out a long strip right here, and it's about 6 inches. It's going to be about 6 inches deep. I'm just going to put it right sides to right sides, folded together, and then leave me a space maybe right here so I can turn it. And then I'm going to sew that to the top of my, I don't know if you can see it right here, my bib. Here's the little piece that I made. I got it on both sides. I just sewed it together, flipped it, I pressed it, You know how to make a square. So now I'm fixing to, I added this little piece. This was a pocket that I took off of one of those shirts. And I just added a flower to it. I'm about to lose it. And so now I'm fixing to sew it on here first. That way I have a pocket and a pocket. And so I'm fixing to sew it around here on the machine, and then I'll sew it down. I cut this size, and what I'm going to do is I'll go to my ironing board, and I'm going to fold it in half first, press it, and then I'll have that crease in the middle, and then I will bring this side over and this side over, and then down like this. Now that's going to be my trim for my straps. So let me get to that. I am going to sew this on the sides. Let me see how much that is. I told you it was too tight on my hips. So this is, I mean, it ain't gonna make a difference to you what it is, because everybody's gonna have a different size measurements. But these are like 4.5 inches. I'm gonna add to each side, so that just gives away how tight they were. Alright, I've got all of my appliques on the front and the back. Got my pocket on right here. There's a pocket, and then I got a pocket. Whoop, let me get it open. In a pocket. So there it is. There's my pocket. There's my pocket. If you can see that. And I've got my appliques on, like I said, on the front and back. So I'm going to start sewing them right here. Sew one side up, then I'll sew the other side. Okay, I've got that pinned all the way down. Here we go. Like this on both sides. I'm going to take it to my regular machine and just do a straight stitch all the way down. And then I am going to try them on. And then if I got them too big, then I can take them up some more. But if they're just right, then I'll take them over to my serging machine and do a clean edge, a serge stitch all the way down. And that way it'll give it a more clean look. But if you don't have a serger, zigzag stitch, that's all you got to do. So let me get this done and we'll check it out. Okay, so when I got up to the very top where it's up and under the arm, I cut it probably about that much past it, like this right here, and then I just folded it down and folded it under again, and now I'm going to top stitch it, and that way it'll have a smooth edge. Okay, so they did fit me through here with this big piece all the way up. However, up and under the arms, now it made it too big to where when I tried it on, it's going to look something like that. So that's not going to work. What I'm going to do is measured it out a little bit about how much it needed to be taken up. And I am going to put me a dart, and I'm going to go all the way up to about this much on the side. And then I'm going to try it, and then if it's, well, I don't know if you can see my mark. It starts right here and just tapers off. And then I'll try it on and see, you know, if that's going to work. I may have to take it out and adjust it, but we'll see. I'm going to try that first. Okay, so that idea didn't work, because if I did that, then it's going to make these armholes under here way off. So, you know, this is trial and error. You learn. I'm making the mistakes. So if you want to try a pair, then you know not to make the same mistakes I'm making. But I'm no quitter. I'm going to finish it. I am going to rip it out to right about here, from here to here. And then I'm going to just cut this piece right here, taper it off some, like here, like I was going to do with the darts, but I'm just going to cut it and then sew my sides back together, and then that way it'll start to form and it'll go up smaller and smaller at the top. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so I just tapered them off to where they'll be narrow at the end under the arm. Okay, so I've made my binding. Already pressed it, folded it, pressed it. So now I went ahead and serged around here. If you don't have a surgery, use a zigzag, because this material was really starting to fray out a whole lot. And so now when I put this on, I won't have to worry about a bunch of strings sticking out the side. So I'm going to find the center of it, do the center of here, pin it on, go both ways. If I've got enough left at the top but it's too long, I can just cut that off. Let me get that sewn on. So you know where I pulled it up at the top and I folded it under? But you know what? You can skip that step. I wound up, just serging it off anyway, so I could have avoided that step. Well, my strings are a little bit long. I had to get my husband to time for me, so I'm going to have to cut those off. But at least they're long enough, they're not too short. Anyway, I don't have the lighting that I need, and it's a little hazy today, so I thought I'd do it outside. Maybe you can see it. I hope so. And then here's my my pocket that I made. It's a double pocket. So, and here's the pocket that was already on the front. I hope you like it. That's what I made. Now they fit. The caboose. See you next time. This is Frankie's DIY Life. I'm Frankie. Hit that subscribe button, that like button, and I appreciate you watching. Till next time, God bless.